Thank you so much for joining us today on Coffee With. My guest is Mallory Graham. Mallory, thank you so much for being here today.
Well, my pleasure. I'm glad to come.
Now, you have been the choreographer for the Miss Mississippi Pageant for how many years now?
I was originally the choreographer, and then I took over directing and choreographing totally about 10 or more years ago, maybe 15 years. But I have done it, this is my 24th year.
A few years.
Vicksburg is my second home.
Well, yes, it is. Now, tell us where you live.
I live in North Carolina, in Winston-Salem.
And how did you get involved with Miss Mississippi?
I was doing the Miss North Carolina pageant because I live in North Carolina, and my friend Joe Samruth was the producer of the Miss North Carolina pageant, and he produced and directed it, and I choreographed it. And somehow or other, Mississippi needed somebody to do their pageant. So they went to Miss America, and Miss America suggested that they get the team from North Carolina. And so they did, and they contacted Joe Sam. So what we did, the first show I ever did for Mississippi was in 1990. And we took the entire production from North Carolina. Sets, costumes, performers. We did everything but the contestants and the reigning queen and brought it truckload, airplane load to Mississippi. And we put the same show on again. And we did that for 2 or 3 years.
Oh, really?
The same show. And so then, finally Mississippi said, whoa, hold on. We want our own. We want our own show. And we said, oh, okay. And so little by little, we cut out year after year, cut out some of the dancers and some of the performers until it got to be totally Mississippi's show. And since that time, we've been lucky enough to win 4 Emmys for it.
For the Miss Mississippi
pageant? For the Miss
pageant?
Mississippi pageant. I have won 4 Emmys,
well,
which I am so proud of. And we have what we think and have been told by Miss America, the finest state pageant in the nation. And so we believe it.
Well, I did not know that, Mallory.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you do some choreography for lots of other people and events. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I had a very big dance school for a long time, and I did what I could do on the side. That school was, it had 750 students, so it encompassed a lot of my life. It was not a job, it was a way of life.
Was that in Winston-Salem?
That was in High Point, North Carolina, which is like the next town over kind of deal, I lived in Winston, but High Point was my area. Those were my people. And I side jobs. Whenever in the summer I would do this pageant, I used to do North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Mississippi all in the same summer. And that just whittled down to Mississippi, because Mississippi is so huge now. It just grew into something beyond belief. I could do side jobs. I could choreograph this show, fly here and do this, do some master classes, but not many. 3.5, almost 4 years ago, I sold my school. And I still teach for it. But I can go in, teach my class, out the door, and I don't have to worry. I don't have to talk to parents. I don't have to order costumes. I don't have to find out about little Susie Q and what she wants to do and doesn't want to do. And so now I'm choreographing everywhere. This year I choreographed a main stage production of Hairspray and a main stage production of 42nd Street. 2 years ago I drove to Myrtle Beach and back for 14 weeks in a row and did every show down there, from High School Musical to, Footloose, so it allows me to do these things that I could not do because I was saddled to that school.
Yeah.
I've choreographed and directed all my life, but this gave me even more freedom. But if there's a show somewhere, somehow, on TV or a road company or something coming through, chances are I've had something to do. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of this Mississippi crud. I came in yesterday and I got the kudzu, the breathing, the kudzu deal. And I'm going to tell you what to do about the kudzu in a minute because I heard it on TV.
Okay.
But so I've had something to do with it somehow. You see a commercial, I just did a bunch of Big Lots commercials. Do y'all have Big Lots here?
We do.
Did you see all the commercials with the grocery carts and all that? Have you seen any of those?
I have.
I did those commercials.
You did?
Yes.
Well, I heard you were famous.
Oh, but Yeah, here I sit. You
Well,
and I
no,
at the coffee shop just hanging out.
But no, I heard you had choreographed for some MTV productions. And
I've done a lot of stuff, been lucky enough to work with some big stars and whatever. But I think the term they said, and you kind of thought they said famous, I think they said infamous.
Oh, okay. There's a big difference. Those two little letters make a big difference.
I think that's probably what they said.
Notorious, infamous.
Notorious.
That whole line of thought.
You know, I'm already in town, and I have like messed with a lot of people already. A lot of people today. I'm going, oh, why didn't you do it? You know, but it is Mississippi. I feel like it's home. I love these people in Vicksburg. So, some of my best friends ever in my whole life are from Vicksburg, Mississippi. I talk to these people all the time, every day, all year long, you know. Mm-hmm. So I'm home.
Now, when you're here preparing for the pageant, do you actually work with the girls, or do you just...
No, I actually work with the girls.
You work with the girls. Do you like that part of it, or is that the difficult part for you?
Let me tell you what happens with these girls. You got to remember that these girls are going to get one shot. We're doing a live TV production, and I look at it. I'm a Vietnam veteran, so I was in the war. I'm a soldier. I look at it like basic training. I'm going to train you for war. Now, I don't have time to be the sweetheart. I'm going to have to tell you like it is, because when you go out there, the better you are, the better I look. You make a mistake, and then I look like the devil. So do you. So I'm going to ride you. If you go left when you should go right, if you zig when you should go zag, I'm going to jump you just like that. Because then you'll remember not to do it. Now, you might not love me at that moment, but when I see you up on that stage doing what you're supposed to do, I'm going to love you. That's my job. My job is to make them look good. The better they look, the better I look. And I love them. Sometimes I don't have time to hug them and kiss them or tell them how much I love them. I'm going to have to yell at them. Some of them are new. Some of them are sensitive. They've got the feelings on their shoulders. They're scared. You know, I understand that. I understand that. Because this is to some of them, this is a whole new commodity. But if I can help you, if I can make you remember what you're supposed to do. Now, you might not remember it in the greatest way, because I'm not saying, sweetheart, you went to the right, and you need to go to the left, because you made that whole line go wrong. I'm probably going to chew you out. But I love you. I love you. And everything I do has a purpose. I'm looking at you, and I'm going, you're not giving me what you need to give me. And I know it's in there. And I want every one of them to win. I want every one of them to succeed. And when it's all over and, you know, and the fallout's there and the bomb's been dropped, I'm Uncle Mal. Then they love me. Uncle Mal, I was so proud and I did this. Did you see me? I said, yeah, I did, sweetheart. And I want to say, look, I'm not doing it. You know, but that's what it's all about. And over 24 years, at averaging 50 girls a pageant, and all the local directors and the parents and the people, can you imagine how full my Facebook is from the state of Mississippi?
I cannot.
You know, and I hear from these girls, they go, oh, Uncle Mal, I was in the pageant in 19da-da-da-da, and I'm going, really? You know, and it's just fun.
It's a legacy.
It's a legacy, and you know what? I ain't ready to give it up yet.
Well, we don't want you to give it up.
Well, you know, I'm times are going fast, but I got to do my 25th year and get my pension.
Yes.
Have you heard about my pension?
No.
Really? Neither have I.
You're waiting to hear about it, huh?
Somebody's got to tell me about this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, wouldn't you think after 25 years at the same gig,
Yes.
you would get something?
Yeah.
You know,
or
hello?
a watch or something.
Do you know that I have stayed in every hotel in Vicksburg? When I leave the convention center after rehearsal, I get in the car and I have to think, where am I staying? Because you see, I don't just come here for these few weeks. I'm here back in November. I'm here in January. I come for 6 days here and 4 days here. I'm here all the time. I have eaten in every restaurant. I'm on a first-name basis of every desk clerk. And everybody, the little lady who did my breakfast this morning said, "Now, Mr. Graham, I'll get you some sugar-free stuff, so don't you worry." I said, "Honey, how do you know me?" She said, "Well, I used to wait on you when you stayed over here." It is.
That's a great thing about Vicksburg, isn't it? People really care.
You know what? The hospitality is truly here. Now, I'm from the Carolinas, and I didn't know there was the South until I came here. Because, see, I didn't know how to spell Mississippi.
Yeah.
Until I started coming here. You had to do that little rhyme to spell it.
Right.
I can actually spell it. I know where Tupelo is and Hattiesburg, and I know that Mississippi State is in Starkville, and I know that Oxford is not in England, it is in Mississippi, and that's where Ole Miss is. I learned all these things.
I can't remember, is it Ole Miss that's there?
Oh, trust me.
I know
Ole Miss,
LSU is in Baton Rouge, but I'm not sure where Ole Miss is.
Trust me. If you walk in the Mississippi Pageant, you will know where Ole Miss is. Good Lord. I mean, football season, we do nothing. We do nothing. It is over. We do nothing. It is the Miss Mississippi Pageant and Ole Miss football. They're all together.
Yeah. Mallory, is there anything I didn't ask you that you want to be sure and talk about?
I want to tell you about the show.
Okay.
Okay, the show's about movies. Okay, it's called Flicks. I brought you this breakdown.
Okay.
Of the music and the numbers and the whole thing, and we're about movies. We call it Flicks. We start with "Let's Go to the Movies." We end with "That's Entertainment." We just do songs from movies. Whatever tripped my trigger. Whatever made it work, and it's just going to be fun. We're going to have 5 former Miss Mississippis in there doing a big number.
Excellent.
We're doing everything from stuff from burlesque, one of Cher's numbers, to the movie Little Abner. You name it, it's in there. If you don't like the first 2 numbers, don't go to the bathroom. Hang on. You'll like the next 2.
It's like the weather.
Yeah, so
just hang around. You'll find something.
You'll find something that pleases you. I promise you. We do Grease. We do.
Well, this sounds fabulous. I
can't
wait to see
if you see something that's not in there, if you'll call me, I'll try to get it in before
no problem.
Before we go.
Yeah, I'm
live.
Sure that wouldn't wreak any kind of havoc here.
No problem. I can make a change.
Yeah. Mallory, thank you so much for coming and having coffee
you're
with me
a
today.
sweetheart. I've just been running my mouth, and you've just been sitting there
that's the whole point.
looking so pretty. Thank you so much. Are you going to be around later, or is this the last time I'm going to see you?
Well, I'm hoping to be at the pageant.
Well, come to rehearsal so we
I
can sit back there.
I don't have to have a press pass or something.
You
can get me in.
Trust me.
Okay.
And you can sit back there and say, I don't know if I like that or not. I said, okay, let's fix it.
Okay.
I need a,
Can I get up there and dance with them?
Oh, baby. Yes.
I can. I'm serious. I'm not joking.
You think I'm lying?
No. I'm coming.
If you're good, I might just give you a job.
I didn't say I was good. I just said I'd get up there and dance.
But see, that's my job. If you're not good, I might holler at you, but I'll make you better.
I do things for fun, and you can holler at me and I won't cry.
There you go.
I'm an insurance agent. People holler at me all day, and I don't cry. I never cry.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Listen, I'm a choreographer. I don't do it very often either.
Mallory, thank you so much.
You
it was
are
a pleasure.
Delight. I had a great time. Thanks for asking.
Promotional consideration provided by
Amber Sanders from Happy Hair. Get your hair happy at 3402 Wisconsin Avenue.